Hello there, Taurus, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. Today, we're going to be doing your August 2021 love reading. So, we're going to take a look at the overall energies in your romantic love life, and then we'll take a look at the energies for you separately, and then the energies for the person that you're thinking of. And this can be somebody that you're in a commitment with now, or you're separated from, or possibly that new love that you're hoping to come onto the horizon soon. And if you're enjoying the content I create or resonating with the message, I would really appreciate it if you would consider like, sharing, or subscribing. Okay, let's get into your reading. Let's see what your overall energy is in this connection. Flexible. Okay, so there could be a situation, whether you're in a committed relationship or if you're separated from somebody. And the situation, to me, flexible means compromise. Like both people in the situation have to be a little bit open-minded, looking for solutions, not that just benefit them, but also benefit the connection. And if you are single right now and you're looking for new love in your life, it's also about being flexible about the type of person that you want to attract in, because you could be a little bit narrow-minded, looking for that typical person that you normally are attracted to, and it could mean that you just have to broaden your horizons a little bit, be a little bit more flexible. Really, great energy though, Taurus. It's a great energy. And sometimes, Taurus, you can be, a trait of some Taurus, not necessarily you, is, being a little bit stubborn. Like when you get your mindset on something, you really want one thing and only one thing. And it is possibly, and it's not maybe just you, it could be the other person too, or it could just be the other person. Somebody here, I feel, is just not being extremely open-minded in a certain situation. And that is part of the conflict or part of a blockage in bringing this, oh my gosh, soulmates together. The flexible is showing me that there's some type of a block, and the block is because somebody is not wanting to compromise or be more open-minded about something, and it could just once again be a block to attracting the type of person that you want. Round and round. So if you're seeing this pattern either with this person that you're in a relationship with, or perhaps separated from, or if you're just seeing this pattern in lots of different relationships, maybe romantic relationships, but also sometimes friends, family, coworkers. If you're seeing this pattern over and over again, it means that there's some type of lesson that you need to learn from this, and deep knowings on the bottom. Like, I really feel like this person that's on your path, or this person that may be triggering some of this conflict, is really on your path to help you gain deeper knowing about yourself. Oh my goodness. And then blessed is under that, and then chop wood. Chop wood. Oh, and underneath that is a change in the wind. I feel like you are. Oh my goodness. The underneath is crazy. And then regeneration. I really feel like if you are in conflict with somebody right now, or if you're separated from somebody, I think that there's a good chance that this relationship is going to come back around, because it is about learning possibly how to compromise. And it's once again not just your lesson. I feel like it's also the lesson that the person that you're dealing with also has to learn, because for compromise to happen, both parties have to come to the table willing to give some and get some, all right? And I feel like the person that you're also dealing with is kind of like, perhaps being a little strong-minded about something, or a little bit closed-minded. Okay, so let's take a look first at your energies within this connection. Okay, what is your energy looking like in this connection? And then we're going to look at the person you're thinking about. Okay, surrender, detach, trust, free fall, have faith that all will work out. And I really do get a sense that this is going to work out, Taurus. It is about surrendering something, and it could be surrendering, to the compromising with this person. It could be surrendering to seeing something from a different perspective, it's just, to me, this surrender does not mean that you give in. I don't get that sense at all. I feel like it's more of a softening. And once again, that softening your opinion about something, your perception about something, your desire for something, and then cycles. Yeah, and with round and round, I'm not surprised. Like, I think either you are noticing the pattern within this connection, or you're noticing this pattern in different relationships that you have with different people, whether they're, once again, romantic, family, friend, or co-workers. Okay, so I really do feel like you are in a situation that is going to help bring you some deep knowing. Okay, so let's see what their energy is. Loss of self and identity. Discover your true self again. They're missing you, Taurus. I have a feeling that a lot of you are separated, or perhaps you're in so much conflict that this person is just missing the true connection that they had with you. Really, I'm getting a sense of, almost, I don't want to say depressed, but definitely low energy. Definitely low energy for this person. Okay, and split energy, options, unfocused, multitasking, decide what you really want, and on the bottom, stuck. Okay, so Taurus, I'm going to say, I think you may be more open-minded in this connection than the person that you're dealing with. There is something that you need to surrender to, whether it's just surrendering to this relationship, to the lesson that you're trying to learn, looking at the patterns, allowing things to happen the way that they're going to happen. And this other person, I feel like they are super stuck. Like, they're kind of like, I'm getting the sense that they are the ones that are being more closed-minded or not looking at your perspective. And it doesn't mean that you may not even still have to, remember I said the word soften, it's not about giving in, it's really about maybe softening your position a little bit. I'm not saying that you may not have to still do a little softening, but this person is missing you tremendously. This is a really heavy energy. I feel like there's a lot of regret on their side too. Very interesting energy. I feel like you're both sad. I think you miss this other person, but I gather that they feel, and in a way, I feel like you may still have some hope in your heart that this all comes back together, but I feel like they think they may have lost you forever. So let's go ahead. We're going to go to the tarot now, and let's take a look at how you feel about this connection. What are you really thinking about in this connection, Taurus? How do you feel about this connection? Six of Swords, Eight of Cups, but wow, Ten of Swords on the bottom. You're hurt. You're hurt. You feel very stabbed in the back. I feel like this person perhaps didn't have your back in a certain situation. And you really, it may have been a situation where you really needed them for something. Let's see. Oh, my goodness. And then we have Two of Cups, Nine of Cups, Three of Wands on the bottom. Yeah, you thought that they were your wish and dreams come true. You thought that they were, your ships coming in. You really, I get this sense, the feeling I have, I don't want to say need, because that's not it, Taurus. You don't need anybody. I know you're very strong. But Taurus, I feel like it's almost kind of like that cliche that, they completed you, from the movie. But I don't think it was really that. I think you really felt like with this person, you could go the distance. There was so much that you could accomplish together. That they were your hopes, your wishes, your dreams come true. Like, I feel like you thought that they were a really good counterpart for you. Um, and and not that you didn't love them. I think you do love them. But it was also more just a good life partner. I think that's the term for it. Like somebody that was going to not only go the distance, but have your back. I keep getting the word have your back. Like you really felt like this person would have your back. For some of you, I'm getting the sense that maybe you were getting to the point where you were going to get engaged or married or something, and this person that you're dealing with, they may have had conflict within their family. Like there could have been something in your relationship, like you were different religions or cultures or from different parts of the world or the country. And that divide between you, because they have split energy. I feel like they're trying to make you happy and also somebody else happy. And I'm really getting a sense of family. Like, or society or their work environment, or there's something else that's really strong in their life. And you feel like they chose their family's viewpoint or their religion's viewpoint or society's viewpoint or their career. Like I feel like they felt like they had to choose either you or something else. And that they didn't choose you. Like you feel like, hey, we're supposed to be in this together forever. And it's not like they may not have even chosen, but it may have been that they were like, yeah, but we could get married, but well, we have to get married in my family's church or temple or whatever. It was like they were being really strong about also defending something else in their life. And it made you kind of feel like they were not having your back because you were like, yeah, but that's not me, you know. And so I don't know. There's something, it would resonate differently with everybody, but they chose something else and they're very regretful. They're definitely feeling the loss of this connection. And very torn about, like, wow, did I make the right decision? I feel like that. And both of these cards are energies of walking away from this connection. The Six of Swords is moving on to calmer waters, and the Eight of Cups is leaving something behind in order to go and, get something better. And neither one of these is kind of like, it's not like sneaking away. It's not like a big blowout or anything like that between the two of you. It's just kind of like your energy is leaving this connection. And I feel like for some of you, it really is. It's kind of like you really miss this person. You love this person. You had a lot of hopes for this connection. But it's like I feel like for some of you, even if they came back and they said, okay, we can do it your way, your energy is already kind of like walking out the door because you're like, I don't think I want to be with somebody that caved. I feel like they caved on something, and it was because of pressure from family, society, religion, work, whatever. And you're kind of like, no, I think I really want somebody that's in my corner all the time. Like, and Taurus, you definitely, I mean, that's not like a selfish thing, right? when you're going into a long-term commitment and your soulmates, it's kind of like, yeah, you got to have my back. We're in this together. Yeah, I think that that's it. You want somebody that's like, no, we're in this together. It's our union is the top priority in our life. And then we'll work everything else out. And they didn't put your love, your union as the number one priority. Okay, let's see what they have. Oh my goodness. They have Ten of Swords on the bottom too. Yeah, they're really hurt here. Okay, we have the Empress energy. Now, I feel like, Taurus, that this person thinks of you as the Empress, okay? But I also kind of get the sense that it depends on your storyline. For some of you, I feel like this could be this person's mother, grandmother, some type of female, and I'm saying female because it's the Empress energy, but somebody that they really care about in their life that's been like a mother figure to them. So I am going to go back to, I really feel like it's a family situation. And it could be an older sister, I'm saying female because it's the Empress energy. And the Empress is a loving energy, very nurturing, very giving. Very, motherly. Let's put it that way. And I feel like, there is, I almost feel like they're looking at you and this other female energy. You're both empresses in their mind in different ways. I don't want you to think that they're thinking of you as their mother. But I think that they think that you could possibly be like their counterpart in life, like that they're the emperor and you're their empress, right? And if you're, a female, possibly the mother of their children or, their counterpart in life. And there's this wall, right? The Nine of Wands is like this wall. It's been a long voyage. And I think they really do feel caught in the middle between you and somebody else. And it's like they're determined to go on, but at the same time, they're just super tired. And they have so much pain. Look at this. No way. Because you saw me shuffle them. Oh my gosh, they have the same cards on the bottom. Taurus, and they have Nine of Cups on the bottom and Page of Pentacles and the Emperor. See, I think that they're like the Emperor in this and you're the Empress. You are a soul connection. I don't think I've ever had the same three cards on the bottom. I think that you almost are both like feeling the same thing, but for you have different perceptions of the situation, perhaps because I think you are like one of the empresses here. I really have a sense that there's two empresses. That it could be that they were married. Okay, maybe it's a third party. Okay, that this could be the mother of their children or, something like that. And they're torn between the energy of starting a new life with you and children with you. And then this previous marriage. Really interesting. Really interesting. Okay. I don't know why I still have those. Queen of Wands. I'm getting the message that you just need to step into your confidence, which I think is really difficult right now. But I will have to say, I think you are feeling kind of confident in that you need to do what's right for you because you're willing to walk away from this. I think you're already pulling your energy away from this situation. Okay, let's see what you would like to have happen next. Oh my goodness. Okay, Two of Wands, you want a fresh start. You want to strategize with this person. Hierophant, You want to marry this person, or you want to have a long-term commitment with this person. You want to work on this relationship. You want it to go. Like the Hierophant to me is, lifelong partner. You want to have a lifelong partner with them. And the Emperor. To your Empress. See, I really feel like they are thinking that you are the Empress and they are your Emperor. And gender doesn't matter. It's just the energy. This is the power couple. This is the soulmate. Okay? And you have the Two of Cups. Okay? So this is a true soulmate connection. It's about trying to figure this out, and that this is a deep, lesson for both of you. Okay, Taurus, you're trying to pull your energy away from this. For some of you, it is about surrendering to what it is that you really want in this situation. I feel like you're torn, right? You have the two wands on the bottom. You're trying to make a decision. Do I stay or do I go? I feel like a lot of you are in that. Like, do I stay or do I go? Okay, so what do they have? Chariot, Two of Swords, Ten of Wands, Five of Swords. They have a lot of regret in this situation. They have a lot of regret. They're up in their heads. Look at this. That Nine of Swords. Sleepless nights. To me, the Five of Swords is the daytime sleepless nights. The daytime version of it. Page of Wands, Queen of Wands. Yeah, they're seeing you moving. I think they feel your energy is moving away from this connection, and that you are working on yourself. Underneath this, we have the Queen of Swords. So we have the Queen of Swords, Queen of Wands, and the Six of Pentacles. You're trying to bring in balance into your life. You're trying to do what's good for you. I think you feel like this person may have chosen or is having a hard time making a decision, because we have the Two of Swords here. They want to, it's really interesting because the way that it's looking at the table, they are, they're actually looking towards you. They're trying to rush back to you. They're trying to make this decision, but there is some burden that they need to drop first. And I think that this burden is, this family situation, or, other marriage, whatever it is. Like, I feel they are just emotionally torn up about all of this. They don't know exactly what to do. They want to be the King of Wands. They want to take charge in this situation. It could be that, you, Taurus, may think that they have more control in the situation than they really do. And I don't know why I'm saying that, except that I got that. Like, I think that you may think that they're the Emperor. They're only trying to be a King of Wands right now. They're trying to work this out, but I feel like they don't feel like they have any power. They feel powerless in this situation. And I don't know why. For some reason, I want to say it has to do with finances. So perhaps they're concerned about making, their family, their mother or grandmother upset. They may lose inheritance or something like that. Or perhaps they're concerned about, if they're in another marriage or were in a marriage, about finances with all of that. There's some type of burden. And for some reason, I feel like for some of them, it could be a financial burden, and they're just trying to figure it out. Okay, so let's take a look, Taurus, at, your advice from Spirit. What is the advice? Oh, King of Cups on the bottom. Five of Wands, Knight of Wands, the Empress again, Three of Cups. Okay, so you really do want, you want this love. You want this true love. And I feel like you really felt like this was your true love. But look at what we have here. We have the Four of Cups, waiting. To me, the Four of Cups is like waiting for that cup of love to come in. There has been some spilling here with these 3 cups spilt over on the side. And there's this fourth one coming in. But you're just kind of like waiting. It's, I really feel like you are in this sense of waiting for their decision, waiting for what's going to happen next. And then we have the 3 of Swords and the Tower. I think that the message that I'm getting here, because this is, the Tower means sudden, the Tower means revelation. I think perhaps, Taurus, that for some of you, you may be feeling this ho-hum type of energy, and you may be almost like putting up a front of things are going to be okay, pulling away your energy perhaps from this person a little bit, waiting for their decision. But I think what, the advice from Spirit is to really recognize the pain that this situation really has put you in, and to surrender to that so that you can heal it. You may need to have a conversation with this person about just how painful this is. I almost wonder if you're like still with this person, or still at least in communication with this person, but you're kind of pulling back your energy to protect yourself. But the truth is that you are in a lot of pain. And I think that they are too. You both had the 10 of Swords on the bottom. It's about also recognizing that pain. Recognizing just how, I'm looking at this soulmates card, and it's almost like the one penguin is consoling the other. It could be that you needed consoling in some other situation in your life, and this person just didn't step in, and you're pulling away your energy because you're kind of like, you should have helped me out. For some of you, and this is just maybe a couple of you, I feel like you may have lost a loved one. They may have passed, and then this person like wasn't there for you. And I'm not really sure why I'm getting that, but I feel like you're also missing somebody else in your life, and that this connection and the way this person didn't like step in and really kind of like console you has broken your heart even more. It could be that, your grandmother or a parent or a good friend passed away, and you were missing them. You were sad, and kind of expecting this person to console you, or maybe you lost your job, or you lost, some other relationship or something in your life, a family or a friend or something. And maybe even if they didn't pass, like somebody left your life for some reason, and you wanted some consoling, and this person has a split energy. They didn't, they were like not your knight in shining armor when you really needed them. Okay. Okay, so I'm not pulling advice for them. I'm sorry, these cards just dropped, and I was trying to figure out where they wanted them. We're not pulling advice for them, but we are pulling what they may do next. Okay, so this is kind of like the sneaking away in the middle of the night card for me. I feel like they're trying to leave another situation. They're trying to pull out of that situation, but it's like they're not standing up to this other situation. Like they're not standing up to them and saying, hey, this is the way it is. It's almost like they're going to pull their energy away from it and come towards you, because we have the Ace of Pentacles. I think that they're going to walk away from this other situation, but they don't. Okay, Taurus, I feel like they don't want to close the door on this other situation. Like they want to keep the door open, and they want to come in and give you, an offer. They want joy and abundance with you. But I also feel like if it doesn't work out with you, they don't, like they're hiding that they're coming back to you or offering you this because in the long run, what they really want is this, whether it's with you or not. And Taurus, I think maybe you're starting to figure that out. That could be part of this tower. Like you may figure that out. They may even tell you. And, that is part of the true heartbreak. Is that in the end, I just get a sense that in the end, they're not going to step up to the plate as much as you want them to. And I think you have to decide. We all have free will. I think you have to decide, are you going to bend over backwards, and are you okay with that? Or are you really going to move on? I think that the decision is definitely yours. I know you're waiting for them to make a decision or to make a move, which is fine. But I also think that you are pulling your energy out of this. I think you already know what you want to do intuitively. And I never recommend anybody sit around and wait for somebody else, right? I'm not saying an ultimatum here, but, you have your own life to live. Okay, so let's take a look at the overall outcome of this connection. Let's see what we have here. Fool, 3 of air, 4 of cups, Queen of earth. Taurus, I would say that, you're kind of done with it. I think you're done with it and you want to move in a totally new direction. I think you want something new. With the 3 of swords, you have the 3 of swords twice. You have the 4 of cups twice. The 4 of cups is wanting more. Like you don't have enough from this connection. And you're like, yeah, I want a new start. And then, the other thing is that, yeah, we have the Queen of Pentacles on the bottom. This is, you stepping in and creating the life that you really want for yourself. Like, I think you feel like this person really isn't the person, right? You have these fears that it's 4 of Pentacles and 10 of Swords. You have this fear inside that this is what you're going to be dealing with for the rest of your life. Like if you continue in this connection. And you're just ready to make a decision, to move forward, to step into loving yourself and putting yourself first. And wanting somebody that puts you first too. Right, Taurus? Well, I'm sorry, because I think this is a really sad situation. And it may not, resonate with everybody. It really might not. But there's definitely, someone that needs to hear this message. So let's take a look at your Creativity Oracle card. So there's your artwork, and it says fear. If you want to be free of fears and phobias, then you have to understand why they exist and make peace with them. And yeah, I think that this person is on your path to help you to really look at the fears that are down deep inside of you. Why is it that you have stayed in this connection when this person wasn't willing to, really step in and be the true soulmate that you wanted and you deserve, right? And, just really taking a look at the fear that kept you in a connection that wasn't perhaps for your higher good. And, don't feel like, oh, I wasted all this time or energy on this connection. Like, don't think of it that way. Seriously, think about it as, look at what I've learned about myself and how can I take that forward into the next, connection. And I really do feel like this person, like they are a true soulmate for you. They were on your path to help you learn this lesson. And, keeping in mind that people come into our life and they leave once, the need for that lesson or that trigger to learn that lesson has occurred. People don't necessarily come into our life to stay in our life forever. Really, kind of a deep, profound message. Okay, so we're going to look at your lover's oracle card and Taurus. Once again, if you've resonated with this message, I'd really appreciate if you would consider like, sharing, or subscribing. Okay, so the message is reflection. Give each other some space at the moment. Trust and have faith that will work out for the best. And I really always do believe that. Sometimes it's so hard to think that things will always work out for the best. But I do feel like you are ready to surrender to whatever occurs here, because both of you do have free will. Things can change. And if it's meant to be, for the two of you to be together, then you will come back together. But right now, it does look like you each need your own space to deal with your own lessons. And I do think that the person you are dealing with is also learning a very deep lesson, a deep knowing from you. Like, you two came together to help each other learn a lesson. And I think that their lesson is about, also standing up for themselves. I do feel like they're torn between two different energies. But it's, perhaps a pattern they have in their life too. So anyway, well, Taurus, I really did enjoy doing this reading for you. I hope you enjoyed it. And I wish you lots of love and light in this situation and all your situations. And I hope to see you again really soon. Bye for now.